Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we're going to be doing a full face of Essence, and I'm so excited because I haven't done a dedicated Essence video in like over 2 years. And I wanted to do a Euphoria inspired makeup look today using all of their affordable makeup products. I have classic favorites here and just like good stuff that's super affordable but amazing quality. Most of Essence products are like under $10. Some of them are even under $5, and they are one of my go-to brands whenever I go into Ulta. So I wanted to show some love to the brand because they truly are amazing and they have a lot of good stuff that's worth trying. So I hope you guys enjoy. Grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into a full face of Essence. All right guys, so we are starting off with eyes first. And by the way, of course, let's address the elephant in the room. I switched up the background for today's video because I'm actually filming on my vlogging camera because the camera back here that I always film with, I'm having some technical difficulties with it. I already filmed this video the other day, so I'm refilming it today just because the audio is messed up and I keep having issues with it. So I ended up ordering all new equipment. So better quality is coming, but in the meantime, until I get all my ducks in a row with my new equipment and lighting and everything, I'm gonna be filming on this camera, just of course because I don't want to leave you guys hanging with no content and we got to keep things going. So anyways, let's get into the makeup. Today I'm going to use this eyeshadow palette. This is the I Like to Mauve It palette from Essence. I actually don't really love this, but I want to recreate the look that I actually posted on my Instagram, and this is the palette that I used. So these palettes I feel like are hit or miss. I really like the coral one that I used and the taupe one. I did like a makeup tutorial with these and I thought these were good for the price and for what they were. These aren't my absolute favorite affordable eyeshadows, but again, I feel like for the price, they're doable. And the look today is really simple as far as eyeshadow because the main moment is really going to be all about the rhinestones. But anyways, I'm going to start with this shade right here, which is like a light taupe. And I'm just going to put that pretty much all over the lid and in the crease as well. So pretty much just putting that color everywhere, and then I'm just going to add a shimmer right to the center. Now for the shimmer, I'm gonna go into this color right here. The color is decent as far as pigmentation. It's not that great. I'll show you guys what it looks like just with your finger. But I'm gonna build this up. I'm gonna add a little spray to a brush just to make it pop a little bit more. But I feel like if we're talking affordable eyeshadows, of course I love ColourPop, LA Girl. I love the e.l.f. bite-sized eyeshadows as well. I think certain color stories in these palettes perform a little bit better than others. They're definitely doable though. I mean, they're super affordable. Okay, I'm just using a brush that I did spray, by the way, just to make that color pop a little bit more. It's so pretty. I am getting like old school YouTube vibes filming in front of my window right now on this camera. I love it, honestly. I normally film on this camera whenever I'm getting ready on my vlog channel, so it definitely feels super laid back today, like just filming this video. So that's pretty much it for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna jump into the taupe palette because I want to use this matte shade right here just on my brow bone as a highlight. I'm just gonna pop that right on there. Then what I'm gonna do is some eyeliner. And if you guys watch my videos, you know that the Super Precise eyeliner from Essence is my holy grail. I love this eyeliner. It is so good. I love the finish of it. It's super black, it's matte, and it's very easy to work with. What I like to do is I like to actually start with the wing first and then do the rest of the line. So I just feel like for me, it's like the easiest that way. Okay, for once, I think the wings are like pretty even. So yeah, love this liner. This is definitely one of my holy grails from the brand, like all-time favorites. I've repurchased this so many times. It's so good. So that's pretty much it as far as the eyes, minus the rhinestones. Like I said, that's gonna be like the main moment in today's look. But I'm gonna do some mascara and apply some lashes first. Another favorite is the Essence Lash Princess. I've tried pretty much all of the Lash Princess mascaras that they have, and the one in the green packaging, this one right here, is the best in my opinion with volume, length. This lasts all day, and it also comes in a waterproof version, and it's just the bomb diggity. So has like the most perfect brush, and I just love the formula of this. It's truly one of the best. This is another one of those products that like I always go back to no matter what. Like I always end up repurchasing and reusing this mascara again because it's literally the best. And Essence has so many mascaras and a lot of good ones too, but this one in my opinion is the best one that they have out of all of their mascaras. I love it. For lashes today, I think I'm going to use these from Eyeliner in the style Baroque. So while the lash glue dries, I wanted to shout out these Extreme Lasting eye pencils from Essence. These are just like pencil, like kohl liners, but they're super creamy and pigmented, and I love these three colors. Just like the basic shades that I feel like you would need for like everyday makeup: black, nude, and brown. So I'm going to start with the black one, which is in Black Love. I'm going to use this just to line my upper waterline, and I like to do this especially whenever I have on winged liner and I'm going to put on lashes. It just helps for everything to blend really seamlessly at the root of the lashes. So now for the fun part, the rhinestones. So I have this little pack here that I got in a ColourPop PR package, but you can find these on Amazon and any craft store. So these little rhinestones have a little sticky backing on them, but I like to add lash glue just for extra hold and to make them last all day, and I never have issues with them coming off or anything when I do it like this. So I'm just gonna use the same lash glue that I used for my lashes, and I'm just gonna start right in the center. And then you just take your applicator and you just apply it right over top of that lash glue, just like that. So I'm gonna do about, I would say like 6 or 7 rhinestones on each side. And that's pretty much all that it is. Like, it's a little tedious and time consuming, but overall it's pretty easy to do. Just like that. So pretty simple, like I said, just very tedious. My biggest tip is just get a lash applicator or something like this, because I feel like it makes it so easy to just kind of place it wherever you want, and it's so cute. All right, so eyes are all done. Love this look, love the way it turned out. So now moving into the skin, I'm gonna do a primer water, and I've been testing out the 3-in-1 face mist from Essence. I'm not a huge fan of this because the scent is a little bit too strong for me. It's like a really strong, like Sour Patch watermelon kind of scent. It is very refreshing though. This isn't my favorite product from Essence. Like, we're talking sprays. I have a lot of other favorites, like Milani sprays I prefer over this one, but it gets the job done. So I'm gonna use it today. Now, this is a new primer that I actually really like. I've been testing out a ton of new drugstore primers lately, and there's a lot of good ones, and this is one of them. So this is the Poreless Skin Blurring Putty Primer. And normally putty primers come in like that traditional packaging, like from e.l.f. or like the Tatcha Silk Canvas, like those kind of primers. This one is basically like that kind of consistency, but it's in a tube like this, which I really like. What's cool about this is that it's a little bit creamier. When it comes out, you can see it kind of reminds me of like a traditional putty primer, but like I said, this one is a lot more creamy, and this gives you a natural matte finish. It's not drying, but it definitely does mattify and smooth out your skin. So I'm gonna put this on. I've really liked this. I think especially if you like a matte finish with your base, you would really like this primer. It's not drying though, which I really like, but I definitely feel like with my makeup, and I'll tell you guys about more of the products in just a minute, but like with these complexion products, it's really good if you have oily skin. Okay. Foundation. The Pretty Natural Hydrating Foundation is still one of my favorites. This comes in like 30 different shades, and it's only like $7 or $8, and it's amazing. It truly is just like the name, Pretty Natural. It feels almost like as if it was a skin tint on the skin, but then when you actually start blending it in, you can see that it has really great coverage, but it's still super natural and like second skin. And I'm in the shade 090 Neutral Suede. It matches me perfectly, and I love the finish of this. Everything about it, super long wearing, really lightweight. So natural, but like it still covers up. Like, it's not totally light coverage, which is why I really love this. I think it's good for every day too, like if you're looking for something lightweight. So I don't have an Essence concealer because the concealer that Essence does have, I tried it out before and it just wasn't my favorite. The shade range also is not great anyway. I really wish Essence would come out with a Pretty Natural Hydrating Concealer, like to extend with this line of foundation. I think that would be beautiful because this foundation is so good. But I'm just gonna use an affordable concealer anyway, and the one that I've been loving is the NYX Bare With Me Concealer Serum. NYX has just been killing it with their new products lately, and this concealer is everything. So I'm gonna just use this today, and I feel like this looks really nice with this foundation as well because it's very skin-like and super hydrating. Pairs well with like pretty much everything, honestly. And I'm just gonna use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge just to blend this in. Now for loose powder, I have been using this and I'm like, why did I ever stop? This is really good. So this is the My Skin Perfector Loose Fixing Powder, and this is so smooth. Also has a natural matte finish, but again, it's not drying, but it's a really good, slightly brightening powder. I really like it for setting my face and then also for the under eyes. So I'm gonna use this under my eyes with a sponge first. Then I'm gonna use a powder brush. This one's from Real Techniques, and I'm gonna take a little bit of that powder. I'm gonna just set the rest of my makeup. Love. Another powder that I wanted to mention that I almost forgot actually is the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. This is one of my all-time favorites if you like a really bright under eye look. I personally don't like to set my makeup with this. I like to just use it over top of other loose powders, and I find it to be really pretty, smooth. Looks good in photos. That loose powder also, by the way, has no white cast. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of this under my eyes just to brighten this area up. The loose powder is pretty bright, but just to add a little extra something. Now for bronzer, the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette is everything. I love these two shades. These two are a little bit too dark for me, but still love the palette regardless. It's like 10 bucks, and you see how huge this is? It's like as big as my head. So I'm gonna use both of these shades right here. We're gonna add some warmth back to the skin. I'm just gonna press that in. Oh, I love this palette. I do wish they had more variations of this palette because the formula is super smooth. It's nice and matte too, so you can use it for contouring. But it would be nice if they had like different variations, like maybe like a fair palette, medium, light, or dark, extra dark. You know what I mean? Like hopefully in the future they will extend and add more shades to their products. And I'm gonna use a little angled brush, and I'm gonna take that lightest color in the palette. This one is actually from BH Cosmetics. Did you guys hear about BH? They filed for bankruptcy. And I'm honestly so sad. Like that is one of my favorite brands. Like I know I have a lot of favorite brands, but that brand and me, we go way back. Like I've always loved BH because they are so affordable. They have like some of the best makeup brushes, and I was so upset to hear that they filed for bankruptcy. It always makes me sad when like OG brands are no longer gonna be in business. Like it's terrible. I heard about that and I was honestly shocked because I did not expect that. Like I feel like there's so many other brands where I'm like, I can't believe other brands are still in business, but like BH, like they were the OG. Now for blush, I love Essence blushes. They are definitely like top tier. So I have two here that I love. I like them on their own, and I also love to mix them. We have the Mosaic blush in the shade of Berry Connection 40 Berry Connection. This is just the prettiest like hot Barbie pink. This blush is matte, and look how pretty that color is. I love it. Super pigmented. And then I love the color Beloved, and this one's actually also in number 40, and these are their satin blushes. So this is still matte, but it has more of a satin finish, and it is just the prettiest pink. So this is more of like an everyday pink, and I feel like this is more of like a Barbie hot pink. I'm just gonna dabble into this color and this color. Oh, it's so pretty. Their blushes are definitely hidden gems. You guys definitely need to try these out. Now for highlighter, this is another one of my, like literally this is probably my all-time favorite highlighter of like my entire makeup collection. Like if I could get rid of all of my highlighters and just use one, it would be this. And this is the Pure Nude highlighter in the shade number 10, Be My Highlight. I wore this on my wedding day. I always use that reference because that's how special this highlighter is. Like it is the prettiest, most natural glowy highlighter. It's really smooth. There's no powder, there's no kickback. It's just like the most beautiful formula. I think especially if you have a texture or maybe more mature skin, or you just want something that isn't too intense, that's really smooth and pretty, you will like this. This also comes, I believe, in 2 other colors in the single version of this highlighter, but it is just incredible. Like I said, I use this all the time, especially for everyday makeup or whenever I just want to be glowing but not like excessive. And the Pure Nude highlighter, like I said, it comes in a single form like the one that I just showed, this one right here. It also comes in, I believe, 1 or 2 other shades as well that are darker than this, and then it also comes in palettes. So this is one of the palettes that I have, the number 10 Highlighter Road palette, and it's basically the same exact highlighter. These are just different variations as far as shades. Sorry the lighting is like washing these out, but this is like kind of like the colors and what they look like. And then this also comes in another palette that has more of like pinky, like more, a little bit darker tones than this. So there's a lot of variety as far as the highlighter, and I totally recommend it. Wow, I used a lot of blush. Let me blend this out a little bit. I didn't realize how intense this looks. I'm sorry about the lighting in today's video. This is a little bit of a hot mess, but it's kind of like really chill vibes. So I hope you guys still enjoy it. So complexion is pretty much all done. I'm just gonna finish up the eyes and do lips. For the eyes, all I'm gonna do is apply some liner to the waterline. I'm actually just gonna use the Nude. So I used the black earlier, and this is the same exact liner. It's just in the shade Silky Nude. I use this a lot whenever I do everyday makeup or whenever I really want to open up my eyes. So I'm just gonna line my waterline. It's super creamy. This is another good product I recommend. Everybody can use this too. It's like the perfect eyeliner for literally everybody. And I am gonna coat my lower lashes with some mascara. I'm not gonna do any eyeshadow on the lash line just because I wanna keep the main focus on the top. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of mascara, and I'm also going to do a little inner corner wing as well. I tried to do it the other day and it didn't look that great, but you know, practice. Okay, so for the inner corners, I'm gonna attempt to do this with the liner. Normally I feel like gel liner would actually, you know what, just kidding. I'm gonna do gel liner because I feel like that might be a little bit easier. So I have this one from Carter Beauty. Essence doesn't have a gel liner, so I'm just using this one. I found this at Walmart. It's a little bit too long. I think this brush, unfortunately, is a little bit too big. I wish I had a smaller angled brush, but this is the smallest one that I have. Okay, this eye actually turned out pretty good. I just have to clean it up a little bit. I'm just using a tiny brush to kind of wipe this away. I have to redo this eye, unfortunately, so I am just going to wipe this away, and then if I have to add a little bit more concealer, then I'll just do that. I feel like this eye turned out good, and then this eye is a hot mess. Now for lips, I'm gonna go ahead and line, and I love Essence lip liners, and one of you guys actually told me that this one is no longer available, which I really hope that's not the case because this is like literally one of the best affordable lip liners. So this is the Stay 8 lip liner in the shade Because Duh. It's a waterproof retractable pencil, and I love this shade, love the formula. This is very long wearing. And then I'm gonna top that off with a liquid lipstick, and this is the Stay 8 liquid lipstick. This is matte, but it's actually really comfortable. It doesn't even take a minute for it to dry down. It's amazing. And then while that dries, I'm going to just kind of feather that in a little bit more with the lip liner. Also wanted to shout out Essence lipsticks. These are amazing if you like just traditional very creamy lipsticks, and I have two shades that I love. The first one is in 09 Special. It is just the most perfect everyday like pinky peachy nude. They also smell really good as well. I think these are like $4, but so good. And then the other one that I love is in Loyal, and this is more of like a peach shade. Very similar undertones, both of them, but you can just see they are very creamy and pigmented. So if you need new lipsticks, I really like these a lot. I'm gonna top this off with gloss. I am so sad because Essence, unfortunately, I think they discontinued my absolute favorite lip gloss of all time, which is the Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. Believe it or not, once upon a time, this used to be clear, but this was the one that I have in my purse. I used this with all of my, well, almost all of my favorite lip combos, so that's why it looks like this. This was truly the best lip gloss. It was just clear, but like I said, it goes with everything. It smells amazing. The formula is great. It's not sticky, and it made your lips so wet and juicy. But then I was at Ulta and I looked at the new lip glosses that they have, and these are the Extreme Shine Volume lip glosses. The color that I have here is in Summer Punch. It's basically just a clear. This is what I had on before I started my makeup, and it's nice, it's okay, but it's not the same as the original. Like it's good. If I had to rate it, I would give this like a B, where this is like an A++. But even like the way that it smells and like the formula, it's a little bit different than the OG, but I'm gonna use it today just to top everything off. And I have to shout out this spray, you guys. I've been testing this out. Well, I'm pretty sure I used this before on my channel, but recently I've been using it and I'm very impressed with this. This is the Essence Fix and Last 18-hour makeup fixing spray. This, I don't know about 18 hours, but I do know that this will keep you shine free for many hours. It's not drying too, so it's a matte spray, but it's not like, doesn't make your face feel like really tight and dry. that is officially it for this full face of Essence. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I think overall Essence is a really cute brand. They have great products that are affordable, but they perform really well. And I'm not just saying that the products are good just because they're affordable. Like, they're amazing, but the fact that they're affordable just makes it that much better. But really the only two things that I'm not crazy about from today's video is probably the watermelon spray. I just feel like the scent is a little too much for me. It is very refreshing, but I have other favorites. Like, I feel like I can live without this. And the eyeshadow palette that I used today is not my favorite. Out of all the ones that I did use, this is probably my least favorite. Shimmers are just very lackluster. In general, in all of the palettes, the shimmers are not super intense. You definitely have to build them up and spray your brush to get a little bit more pigment. Mattes are more pigmented and buildable versus the shimmers in my opinion, but in general, I feel like for the price, they perform well. It's not my favorite formula, but I think, like I said, for under 10 bucks, it gets the job done. Everything else I really love. I love the way this entire look turned out, and I feel like Essence in general is a great brand to try out. So yeah, overall, I definitely recommend Essence, and I think that they are worth trying out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Check the description box below for all the details. I will link all the products mentioned, and until next time, I'll see you guys very soon in my next video.